Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sure this video has been long awaited ever since I posted that one story. Basically today I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me while I tell you guys why I ended up in an emergency surgery. Let's just get started. And also at the end of this video, you guys are going to be seeing my stitches with me for the first time.
No! God, please, no!
So stay tuned for that. We're going to get ready first though. So last week on Monday, I started feeling some pain in my stomach. At first, it just felt like kind of like cramps. Honestly, I was like, oh, maybe my period is just starting because I still hadn't gotten my period, you know. And keep in mind, I could be eating a bunch of spicy stuff, so at the same time I was like, oh, maybe just from what I just ate, you know. I didn't think much of it. The day kept going on, of course, and my best friend was like, oh, like come over, you know. I was like, yeah, for sure. But then like my pain like was just getting worse. Like I felt bloated. Like I said, I felt like cramps. I honestly was contemplating like if I should go or not, because I was like, I don't want to be fucking one, uncomfortable the whole time, like because of the pain, you know, and two, like I don't want to be fucking complaining the whole time I'm there, like to her, like, oh my god, my stomach hurts, because I know myself, and like I be doing that shit on accident. Like I don't even realize that I be like complaining, and it's annoying. Like who the fuck wants to be around a complaining ass bitch? I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like I haven't seen my best friend in a long time. I haven't gone out in a while, so whatever. I just ended up going over regardless of the pain I was feeling, because I was in pain. So anyways, I ended up going to my best friend's house. The pain would not go away. We even ended up going to get buzz balls to do like a, I think it's called a Vegas bomb. Like I don't know. So we just ended up going to get some because I was like, fuck it, I'm down. The whole time I'm trying to ignore my pain basically, because I was like, oh, I'm just bloated, you know. So whatever, we go to her house, we drink the damn what is it called, buzz ball, Vegas bomb, whatever. We drink that and then we still eat. The food wasn't that spicy, so like that was a good thing. At this point I was like fighting the urge to like complain and stuff, because it really did hurt, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like it was something that I ate. It was something that I ate, you know. Like I in my head I was like, I'm just bloated and like I have cramps. One, because probably my period is coming, and two, because I ate something spicy, you know. Like that's what's going through my head. Like I'm trying to calm myself down and saying like, se me va a pasar, you know. I was also waiting to like go to the bathroom. I was like hoping I would feel better after that. After we eat, I ended up feeling the need to go to the bathroom. So like, ooh, I'm about to blow this hoe up. Oh, I forgot to mention too, like literally I didn't even finish my food because of how bad I felt. I go to the bathroom and I dookie like a little bit. TMI, but bitch, that's what the video's about. Oh, I ended up dooking just a little tiny bit, but I was already blowing that hoe up. Like that's just thing. So I was like, you know what, let me go home so I can poop comfortably and I'll be good. Bitch, I was so wrong. So I ended up doing just that, and I come home, I'm like trying to take the biggest dookie of my life. Like I really genuinely thought it was that. I ended up going to the bathroom, did not change a thing. My stomach was still in pain. So I was like, okay. At this point it's already like 10 p.m. so like starting to look for, you know, medicine. I looked for Alcacer, what is it called, sal de uvas. I looked for that, didn't freaking have any. My best friend was like, oh, try like baking soda with water and lemon. But at first I was like, I'd be just overthinking everything. So I was like, I'm gonna probably try that after I take, because I found Pepto pills.
Bro, I don't even know how to speak English or Spanish.
Whatever, I found some of those pills, popped those hoes for sure, but that still wasn't helping. I'm gonna have to take baking soda with whatever the fuck. So I took that. I was farting, kind of a little bit. I was more burping more than anything, but I'm like sitting on the toilet rubbing my stomach. I've already had like 2 mental breakdowns because I realized medicine wasn't working, bitch. It was not doing anything for me. So at this point I'm like, what do I do? You know, like my boyfriend's not here. I really wanted to go to the ER. I was pushing it off as much as I could because I didn't want to go to the ER with my baby. Like, one, I was in pain, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to be chasing after her, and I didn't have no one to watch her. Like I genuinely didn't. Like my boyfriend wasn't here. My best friend, like she has hella shit going on right now, and so like she has school, work, and all this stuff, and like she literally has the busiest schedule of her life right now. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that. My mom, she works and stuff. I just didn't know what to do. Like, I really didn't know. Finally, morning came. It was like 8. I probably slept like 1 hour max throughout the night. Like, not one consistent hour, but like throughout the night. So I knew I needed to get my ass to the ER. I was still trying not to go. So then I remembered that my brother that is in high school, that he starts like until 2nd period, I think it is, or 3rd. So I was like, let me see. You know, he lives with my grandma and my mom, so they're for sure gonna have like sal de uvas, you know. I called him up real motherfucking quick. I was like, do you think you can bring me sal de uvas? I was like, because I feel like straight dookie and I cannot drive right now, especially with the baby. So he was like, okay, yeah, like sure. I was like having hope at this point, you know. 30 minutes go by, then I receive a call. I was like, oh, thank God he's outside. He's like, I can't go. Bitch, it's like if someone stabbed my heart, literally, y'all. Like, all my hope literally left my body. As soon as I got off the phone with him, I was crying. So I called my boyfriend real fucking quick. I was literally crying to him. He was like what's going on, you know? I mean, I was texting him throughout the night like I was in pain. He probably thought I was over exaggerating, honestly. And so I started telling him, I was like, I don't know what to do. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, I am in so much pain. Like, I literally can't handle it no more. It literally felt like a constant contraction. This bitch was not like going away. I also forgot to mention, like, I was feeling like this already. Like, I even tried taking a shower because when I was pregnant and I was going through labor, like, I remember reading that like just letting warm water hit your stomach like could ease the pain. Tried that, did not work. Yeah, so I was telling my boyfriend, like, I don't know what to do. I need to go to the hospital, but like I can't go with the baby. Like, I know she's gonna get enfadada, 1, because they're gonna take too fucking long. I was like, and 2, I can't be chasing up and down after her like right now. Like, I'm in so much pain. So then he was like, okay. He was gonna call his grandma to see like if she was like local or not. She was in Newman, not in Modesto. He was like, do you think you can drive to her? And I was like, oh my God, that's what I did not want to do, you know. I was like, honestly. He was like, can you? Yes or no? Like, if you can't, like, it's okay, just tell me. So I was like, honestly, no. Like, I can't. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna call my uncle. So then he called his uncle. Thank God. He came, picked me up, and he was gonna watch the baby too. So he's actually the one that took me to the hospital, get checked in, whatever. They were like, what's going on? I described to the nurse that my pain was just in the center of my stomach, like not on the sides or anything. So that's why I didn't think it was like my appendix or like anything of that sort, you know. They're like, oh, okay, we're gonna do some blood work right now, blah 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 blah. So whatever, they take my vitals, they draw some blood. So I'm waiting for the results there. Finally, a nurse calls me in probably like an hour later or so. She was like, okay, your blood work came back pretty normal. The only thing is that your white blood cells are pretty high. Huh? I was like, okay, bitch, dumb it down for me. I don't know what that means. The white blood cells being high is either like most likely an infection or that an inflammation on the stomach, you know, since the pain was in the center. So we were thinking maybe like the stomach, I don't know. So she was thinking it was that. So basically the CT scan was gonna help us know which one it was. She was like, okay, so we're gonna have to either end up doing an ultrasound or a CT scan, depending if you're pregnant or not. And so they took a urine test, all that took fucking forever. Literally, it took like damn near 5 hours. They gave me an IV because I guess you need an IV in order to like do something with the CT scan, whatever. And then maybe like 30 minutes to an hour later, they finally took me to the back to do the CT scan. So that took like another hour for the results to come back. But meanwhile, this nurse had called me up and she was like, oh, I'm just waiting on your results. Then I'll go ahead and take out that IV, and then we'll prescribe you something and you'll be on your way, something like that. She said something of that sort. Then out of nowhere, probably like not even 30 minutes later, she calls me back into the room. I was like, oh, okay, good, like they're finally gonna fucking release me, whatever. I could see it in her face and I was like, oh, like what? Because she was like, when was the last time you ate again? And then I don't know, I forgot what exactly she asked me, and I started telling her like I hadn't ate the whole day, but honestly I wasn't even hungry because I was in so much pain. I was literally crying in the fucking waiting room. But she was like, okay, yeah. She was like, so actually it's neither of those things. Your appendix is actually inflamed. So I'm gonna call the surgeon right now. I'm working on getting a room for you. We're most likely gonna do an emergency surgery for you right now. Bitch, like what? I was literally thinking I was already gonna go home right now. Like I literally thought I was just gonna pop some pain meds and call it a day. Like, what? So then I was trying to take everything in because, bitch, one, I've never done a surgery. I know that your appendix being removed is like a common surgery, but like still, you know, it's still a surgery. You can't help being scared. And I had just spoken to my boyfriend talking about like, oh yeah, I'm almost gonna get out. So then I had to call him back. I'm worried about my daughter because I hadn't seen her. You guys, I had never been apart from my daughter for that long. Like, literally no one has ever watched my daughter. I was going through a lot in my head right now. I was going through a lot of emotions. So then I called my boyfriend real fucking quick. I was like, you're gonna have to come home. Like, he was like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? I started telling him, and he was like, huh? Like, surgery? What? Like, we were both shook as fuck. So he was like, okay. So he was like, okay, let me call my uncle really quick, because his uncle's his boss as well. So now I'm stressing because I have the home keys, the car keys. My phone was on fucking 20%. It's like, how am I gonna text them? I was stressed, literally. Why do I look so orange on the camera? I do not look this orange in person. They take me to the back where I'm waiting for my room because I'm guessing they were fully booked. Meanwhile, my boyfriend's calling me, trying to see how I am, trying to figure out how we're gonna do everything. We didn't know how fast, like how much time I had in order for like to figure out who's gonna pick up what, how's he gonna pick up the keys, like all this fucking thing, all this stuff. Out of nowhere, they're like already ready to take me to the back and get me undressed and all this stuff. And at this point I still don't know like what's going on, you know, like I literally don't have enough time to process. I was in and out of crying. Like the nurses, when they would walk by, they're like, are you okay? Like, do you need anything? I was like, oh no, I just miss my daughter. But realistically, I was more worried about my daughter. I was like, bitch, I'm about to go on surgery. I know it's not that serious, it's not that big of a surgery, but I was still worried, like, what if? Like, bitch, what if I do that? I'm gonna not see my daughter. The process of like going into surgery, it was so quick, you guys. They actually put me on a bed, like those beds that EMTs put you in the ambulances in. Yeah, no, they put me in one of those. One of the surgeons came to talk to me. The anesthetician, the person that puts you to sleep, yeah, that person came to talk to me as well. And then the nurse was talking to me. She's the one that makes you like, it explains to you all the papers you're about to sign and all your consent and all that stuff, all your consent forms. And then they make you take off all your jewelry, undress yourself, and they explain to me the procedure. They're like, it's just 3 little incisions. Surgery usually takes 30 minutes to an hour. He was like, don't be so nervous, like I can tell that you are, you know, basically shitting bricks. He was like, don't worry, like this is a pretty easy surgery, it's common, like, you know, he was trying to help me out. Once you're all done with that, they basically stroll you away. I'm telling you, this shit all happened within like 30 minutes. I'm not even joking. Let's talk about what it's like in the room. So they lift the bed, whatever, they transfer you onto the metal bed thing. They transfer you onto there. Literally, you see all these doctors, just like in the movies. You see all these doctors, and then the person that's gonna put you to sleep, he actually did say that. He was like, think about happy thoughts, you know, think about Hawaii. I was like, bitch, I don't even know what's in Hawaii. Like, I've never gone and never looked into it. Like, I just know they have beautiful beaches and stuff. Like, I don't know what to think of, you know. He noticed, because everybody saw that I just kept, at this point I'm just bawling. I'm just wanting to see my baby. Literally, that's all I wanted. They put the little thing on your face, and my dumbass was taking small breaths. Like, I was just like that, and then the surgeon actually came and he was like, okay, take deep breaths. So I took one deep breath and I was like, ooh, that'll do it. So I just saw blurry after that one breath, and then I took my second one. I was knocked the fuck out. Don't even know what happened. I just remember waking up and everything was fucking blurry as fuck. Like, I literally, first thing I asked for was my phone. Not even just to, like, you know, post and shit like that. No, bitch, I just wanted to get in contact with my boyfriend, see how my daughter was, and see if he was able to pick everything up. At first they were saying that they were gonna release me then and there, like that same night, but then the surgeon came and she was like, actually, I think she said that my appendix was a bit stubborn. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she was like, I'm gonna actually keep you overnight. So I was like, okay. Recovery hasn't been too hard, nothing crazy. I am gonna show you guys right now my stitches. We're gonna see that for the first time together, okay? Because I haven't seen them. I really haven't. I was waiting for my post-op appointment, which was yesterday. I was just gonna let the doctor take them off, honestly, but we ended up having to reschedule because she had an emergency surgery yesterday. Recovery, they just told me to not lift anything heavy. That's the main thing. They did tell me to, like, stay away from like fatty foods or spicy foods, because it could just irritate the stomach, you know, and cause pain. But like the biggest thing was for me not to lift anything heavy because it could reopen the stitches. But recovery has been pretty smooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish my makeup really quick and then come back with you guys so that we can see the stitches. I don't even know if I officially said what it was. It was my appendix that was inflamed and they surgically removed it, so I'm appendix free. Okay, I'll be back. We're gonna see these stitches right now. Okay, so this is just a little disclaimer. If you can't handle like anything of that sort, I mean, it's just stitches, but still, I don't know what stitches look like in person. I really don't know. So yeah, if you can't handle any of this kind of stuff, like just go ahead and skip. I'll try and put a timestamp here where I won't be showing anything else besides that. For the people that have been wanting to see, we're gonna see what my stitches look like together. Okay, yeah, this is what they look like. I have another one down here, but obviously I'm not gonna show you guys, but they did 3 incisions. This is my mom bod. Don't judge. There's like a black dot here and I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to do it. I wanted the doctor to do it. Looks like it bled. Oh, it most definitely bled. Is that infected? Maybe I should cut the camera. Oh my god, my belly button looks ugly now.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, let's take off the other one. So that's what that one looks like. It looks like they're staples. You can't even fucking see it in the camera. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying, you guys. This is real life for me, okay? Ow, this shit hurts. I fucked up, you know why? I wasn't supposed to be picking up my daughter. And I was picking her up, so I don't know if that's why it bled. Look, this one bled a little bit too. So that's the other incision. I'm actually really scared. This is a close-up. I don't know if y'all want to see that.
Oh my god, what is that?
That's what it looks like. My final thoughts before I go ahead and make the outro, but honestly, this has just been so like stressful. I don't know, it just threw off my whole routine. It threw off my whole, you know, thing I had going on with YouTube. Thankfully, I'm still here. I'm alive. It was nothing huge. It wasn't a huge surgery or anything like that. I'm very limited on the things that I can do. I can't even clean how I am used to. I have been cooking, but like they're easier meals, you know, just stuff like that. That's gonna go ahead and conclude today's video. Thank you so much for everyone that messaged me, the beautiful things that you guys said, wishing me well and that I'm okay and stuff. I love you guys all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Come on, you guys know the deal. You know, I'm trying to hit that 1K already. See you guys in my next video. Besitos.